Hey, back showing you our 7th grade curriculum. This is for my daughter. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've already heard that we use Abeka for our standard curriculum, and then I often add in other things from other curriculums or just things I might find at a thrift store or the Dollar Spots or Dollar Trees. But this is Abeka's. Let me scoot this over here. And I've had like little to no sleep from, somebody's at my door, from working 12 hours last night. So I am exhausted. So don't mind me if I'm making no sense. But anyway, this is the spelling book. I think I've said in the other videos that the kids actually do really well in spelling. And so I don't really have an opinion as far as liking their spelling and how they do their spelling versus another curriculum. It's pretty standard, but this is how it kind of looks. And then they do the little activities in there and their memorization. This is the history book. This is my favorite. She'll be learning all kinds of different history this year. Let's see if I can. There you go. So, give you a little bit of preview what she'll be learning. We have quite a few activities in the mail on its way for this history book for her. We already have some things here, but we have some extras that we've purchased that we'll be adding into that. Thank you, Alyssa. Okay, and then we have her literature of places. You got your poems and your stories, and then they take their little exams for it afterwards. Robinson Crusoe. Trying to think of some other things that's in here. Truth Seeker. Molly Pitcher. What do we got here? We got a Pilgrim section in here, which I've got a lot of activities and things on the Pilgrims because my son will be touching on those subjects. So here's her science book. A little bit of what we have here in science. She'll enjoy all this. Got a lot of science projects for him. Okay, that is the science book. Thank you, Colton. Get my ring on here. Okay, her grammar book. If you've seen one grammar book, you've seen them all. That is her composition. And then her math, her basic math. Again, I really do love how Abeka teaches math. It is, wasn't my strongest suit as I got into high school, the later years of high school, but I always did very well in math, and so do my kids, so we enjoy this. That's their math book. And I added this to her curriculum from, let's see if I can reach it over here. Thank you. I added this from Ken Ham Creation Museum in Ohio, if any of you have heard of the Creation Museum or Ken Ham. I added this from him. So this is this book over here is just the teacher's edition. You know, the whole set that I bought came with these 2 DVDs and these 2 books. But I got this a couple years ago, and I don't remember getting that one. So I'm going to have to go back and look and maybe purchase that one if we make it through the rest of these successfully. We did this for my son, and we didn't make it quite through all of it. So we'll try to get through the gist of it with my daughter. Very good set. I really enjoy this. This was fun to learn at the same time with my son. Things that I had forgotten or just never knew. And I love the stamps that they have on it, very Christian based, and our created moon. So here's a little sneak peek into this. They're very nice books, well made. And then they have, in the teacher's guide, they have little questionnaires and stuff that they will fill out or do, and that was added to her curriculum. That's all for her. Oh, no, it's not. I take that back. Sorry. Like I said, I have had no sleep, so I'm not making much sense this morning. Okay, so this is her geography bowl that came with it. If any of you know what that's like from Abeka, that's that book. I also added this to her curriculum. This is what one of the novels she will be reading, Anne Frank. Love, love, love this. And I don't think I've ever had them sit and watch the Anne Frank movie. But after she reads it, we'll all sit down and watch that together. And this is part of that actual Star Series that I had over there. So, and then she has Sing His Praise. These are hymns that they teach the kids. And one thing good about this that I like, and what we have incorporated into each of the kids' homeschool years, not so much my youngest ones yet, but we will be as they get older so they can understand, is like, take for instance, I don't know where it is in the book, but the hymn, It Is Well With My Soul. We would, learn the lyrics, which most of us already know if you're a Christian or if you go to church regularly. But the story behind it, of why it was written, what had happened, what inspired this man to write this, and very good. If you ever learn the backstories of the hymns, very touching, inspirational, and good. So I'm glad this was added into their curriculums, because it reminds you to kind of look back, not only just learning the hymns and having them, but you can look back at who wrote them, why, and that's good. I like that. That's fun. Okay, so History of the World Atlas. Very, very pretty illustrations of the different parts of the world. And she'll take her little quizzes on this and answer all the extra questions in there. These are all her tests and quizzes, so the Exodus, Life of Christ, those are just her quizzes. History quizzes, vocabulary, spelling quizzes, math quizzes and tests, science quizzes, history tests, grammar, composition quizzes and tests. This is the science tests, her literature tests, and the science activity book. Which of course is where she's answering the questions of what she's learned, and that's also what comes with the curriculum. And that is it now, finally, of her actual curriculum. And I'm going to quickly do another video of all the extras. Well, not all of them, but most of the extras that we have right now. We have several things still on its way, and then I need to, before school, when all the stores start throwing out all their school supplies, pick up a few more things, but we have a good start right now. So I'm eager to show you that, and that'll be my next video. Thanks for watching.